press the raise hand button. We will start here with Carissa. Carissa, your line is live.
Thank you for joining us today, Mr. Larkin. My question to you is, you're currently number 6 in the rankings. So how motivated are you in continuing to rise up in the rankings, and how hungry are you in, facing your opponent on Friday?
I'm not motivated at all about the rankings, so I don't care to go up or down in the rankings. To me, they're not official in the slightest bit. But other than that, I'm just trying to get this fight out of the way and get past my opponent and just keep working on this streak that I'm on.
And once you defeat your opponent on Friday, who would you like to face?
I'm not too sure. I just got to get back with my camp and management and Bellator and just kind of go from there and look at the next date and who's available.
All right, we'll go to Mike.
Hey, Lorenz. With this great streak you have going on in your career right now at this stage of where you're at, a couple opponent changes, is this an opportunity where you see not only to solidify yourself, obviously your ranking and your record speaks for itself, but facing a guy like Kyle Stewart making, his debut with the promotion, is this something that you like, the opportunity where you can get that finish and continue this streak and really send a message to those in the division?
I get. Could you say that again? Your question? Sorry.
Yeah, is this fight against Kyle Stewart, is this an opportunity for you, given all the opponent changes that you've had and on this streak that you're in, a lot of decision victories throughout this streak? Is this an opportunity you see to get the finish and really send a message to your entire division?
I think just me fighting anybody, the message is out there. I'm pretty sure people know what I can do and what I'm capable of. I'd improved it time and time again. As far as Kyle Stewart, he, it's good for him because, he just got a last minute, call. But, for me, I'm taking him serious as if I was fighting for the belt. For him, it's a win-win no matter how the fight goes. For me, it's expected for me to go in there and do work. So, there's nothing to take lightly and nothing to look like that, I'm going to run through this guy, and just take him lightly. I'm taking him as serious as if I was fighting for the belt.
What, Sean? Sean?
Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. Lorenz, you're someone who has obviously fought at, you fought at different weight classes throughout your career at welterweight and at middleweight. Can you just tell us the difference for you between fighting at welterweight and middleweight, and which you prefer and what just the differences are?
I guess being able to eat more and a little bit more cheat meals. But even this fight, when we were scheduled for this fight, I had to slow down in camp, because I was kind of on the track to go to 70, so that's, I know I said that the last fight, but, as long as I stay active, me fighting at welterweight is very possible, so the next fight that I'm targeting is at welterweight. It's just that, with these I think I actually fought May 6th of last year. So, me having a year off of fighting, it's just, it's not good for me. So as long as I stay active and, then I can hit, be in welterweight, but like I was saying, when I was in this camp, kind of towards the end, I was getting too low, to the point where I was like, well, I need to keep on some of this weight. So, the plan is get this fight out of the way and get back to my division.
Is there anyone you're targeting in that division? Obviously, we have the interim title fight coming up next week. Would the winner of that be someone you'd like to face?
Am I able to face somebody like that? I'm not even ranked. I think I'm.
As you
I
said,
don't
the
know.
rankings don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I mean, if they're going off of the rankings, I'm not even in the rankings in welterweight. So I don't know.
Do you feel like you're underrated? Because like looking down through your record here, obviously the 5 wins in a row, but you've beaten the likes of Neil Magny, Masvidal, Robbie Lawler. I could go on and go on and go on. Do you think you're one of the most underrated fighters in the world at the moment?
Yeah, it just depends. You know, I look at it like people who really know MMA know who I am, and I get the respect that I deserve. But as far as like a household and you're just average MMA fan, no, they're not going to know, because you know I'm me. You know, I've been that way for years. I don't need to talk shit and try to sound corny and all the other things that fighters do. Yes, does it work for some of them? Yes, it does. But you know, I've been in this game for a while. I stayed true to myself, you know, and I've just been whooping ass. So, you know, as long as you can always look at my name and look at my track record, then, you know, that's all that I can expect from people.
Jay?
Hey, Lorenz, welcome back. You touched on this a little, but when it comes to Kyle Stewart, I mean, does this become more of a dangerous fight in the sense that, you know, he's fought in the UFC, yes, but he's not a household name. He's got nothing to lose here, and you know, obviously that's going to motivate him, especially with your profile.
Oh no, for sure. You know, these past 2 fights, well, not the past, but my last fight and this fight, you know, I've had, I think, four opponent changes. You know, I've had guys and then they would fall out, and I had another guy and it'll fall out, you know. So I think I've had like either 4 or 3 opponent changes on each fight, my last fight and this fight, you know. So yes, it is dangerous for me, but you know, it's like, if I can't fight somebody and I've been in camp and I've had a good camp, and if I can't fight somebody who's just a last minute replacement or just a change up of opponent, like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a world-class fighter. I fought the best. As long as I'm in shape and my training has gone good, you know, why couldn't I fight anybody, you know, at a last minute replacement?
And when you talk about not caring about the rankings, I mean, a lot of fighters don't want to fight down in the rankings. They look at that number and see a stepping stone to the title. I mean, is this just a point in your career where, hey, I'll fight anyone? Or are you motivated more by bigger names? Or what's really driving you at this point?
My thing is just being active. You know, as far as the rankings and how I feel about them, is just it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I fought one time in middleweight, and I don't even know what I'm ranked. I think, what am I ranked, 5 or 6 or 7? 6.
6.
How did I pass up all these the other 4 guys? No, those 4 guys should be pissed the fuck off, because I only fought one guy, and I fought a guy who Bellator released. So he wasn't even in the rankings at the time. So how did I even become in the rankings to begin with?
Fair enough.
Kobe?
Hi, Lorenz. Kobe from the Pro Sports Podcasters in Toronto. Love the cat, buddy.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Just had to ask you. I mean, you fought at both middleweight, welterweight. You say it's just as easy for you to get down to welterweight as it is middleweight, basically. Do you feel stronger at middleweight, or does it not really change for you in the cage?
I don't think it changes for me. I just think, as far as the body types that I'm going against are, you know, obviously different. You know, the middleweights, you know, they pack on some pounds, you know, after. I kind of figured that with Rafael, because he wasn't, when we weighed in, I was like, oh, it's not bad. Then, you know, fight day, I was like, oh shit, you know. He packed on a little bit, you know, but you know, I fought shit, you know, it's like, as far as my career, you know, I fought at heavyweight, you know, so it's like, it's not that bad.
Okay, and I mean, fight camps are 90% about just getting in shape. The other 10% is preparing for an opponent. You've had a couple of last minute replacements. You're more of a proactive fighter anyways. So does anything change in your approach in a fight like this, or you just do what you do?
Nothing changes, man. We like, and it's pretty accurate what you said, you know. In the camp, you know, we tailor a couple of things, but the camp is never based around the opponent, you know. You know, if we're fighting a wrestler, yes, we're gonna add in some more wrestling, but you know, if we're fighting a striker, we're still having wrestling in there. It's just not as much attention to it, you know. So this fight was just more so, as long as I'm in tuned and my coaches have got me my reaction times and my IQ up there, you know, the camp is where it's at. You know, it doesn't matter the opponent change or anything like that.
And we'll take our last question here from Dylan.
Hi there, Lorenz. I was just kind of curious because like you're getting ready to compete and it'll be just one day short of a year since you last competed, and you talk about wanting to be more active. Like, is there an ideal amount of bouts you would like to get this year?
Yes, I would like to get another bout at least before August or the first week of August, and then aim towards December. So I would like 3 this year in that timeline.
Yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying there. Sounds like a good timeline for sure. But just the timeline of your career overall, you've got to do a lot of really cool stuff, and getting to, you know, fight in France here. Like, what's the thoughts on that there and everything?
It's great. You know, I've seen a lot. You know, my whole team has seen a lot. We've ventured out, and it's been good. I like Paris.
All right. Thank you, Lorenz. Appreciate your time.